Hello, this is the long-promised video on customizing your car sharing spreadsheet. And I'm going to just go step by step here. Obviously, when we start doing this, we want to make a backup copy of our sheet so we don't break it. So I'm going to go to File, make a copy. I'm going to name this Bid Test 2, since I've already made one of these. Wait for it to build this new sheet. And then I'm going to close this other one so I don't accidentally get up into that one. And I've added this how-to. It won't be in your sheet because it'll be going out in the newest version of the sheet that I'll probably be uploading today or tomorrow. But we've done step 1, so let's move on to step 2. Step 2 and 3 will actually be a find and replace function. So we are going to go to the edit menu, choose find and replace, and what I've named the different cars is just car 1 through car 5. So what we're going to be doing is looking for everywhere that it's named car 1 for the first run through on this. So we're going to put car 1, and then we're going to put our name in. For me, it's going to be BMW Z4. Space in there, Z4, and then we're going to hit the find button, and it's going to find wherever it sees car 1. Oops, no, and we won't change it to we made a mistake here, which you might make too. Anywhere that it finds car 1, it should be changing it to this, but we didn't actually hit replace all yet, so we can change it to BMW Z4. So we're going to find that again, just to make sure. Look over here, look over here, and now that it's found it, just hit find one more time, make sure, and then replace all. It's all values in all sheets. Are you sure? Yep. And this is just a warning message that I have set with the cell protection, so just to warn you that, hey, you're changing something that you wouldn't normally be changing, or shouldn't normally be changing. So we're going to say OK, and I'm going to hit don't show it again for 5 minutes. OK. Now everywhere that used to be, it should have changed it. So we have BMW Z4 there. You can see in the menu here, one of the things about changing these is you want to choose as short a name as you can, or you may have to do a fair amount of this, which is resizing the column so you can see the actual name. If you don't mind doing that, then change away at your however you want to. I try to keep them short so I don't have to change them much, if at all. Okay, we're going to go back to step 3, and this one I have in a couple places it's named, instead of car space 1, it's car space #1, so we need to do it one more time. So now it's going to be find and replace car space #1, and same thing, BMW Z4. So we're going to find and then replace all. And see, it found it in the cash flow. There's a couple places, I think cash flow and maintenance are places that it has it. And it found it 11 instances and replaced those. It'll give you the information down here in bold, what it actually changed. I'm going to hit done, and you can see it's changed, and this is another one of the places I'm going to have to change it, the column width a bit, there. And you can see now that it's changed it here in the dashboard. The total revenue went away. That's because we broke the sheet. So now we got to fix the sheet in following steps. So in step 4, first of all, we're going to pull down one of the hidden sheets called support, and check here and just make sure that it's changed where it's supposed to here. Change it here because I have some extras in here. I was going to make a 10-car sheet, but it was just going to take too long, and not a lot of people want the 10-car sheet. So we've got the support menu tab down, so that's good. And I'm going to actually rehide this because apparently I didn't hide it before. So the next step then is we're going to go to the hidden sheets again and choose car 1. This sheet is an aggregate sheet that aggregates all of the reservations. And right now it's broken because that's why you're not seeing any data in there, because we changed the name in some places that it needs to match up here. So we're going to change this up here in cell A1 in the formula section here to what we changed it to elsewhere in the sheet, BMW Z4. If it's right, if we've typed it incorrectly, it should repopulate the sheet, and there it did. And we also then want to go change it here, so we're going to double click on the tab name itself, BMW Z4. And now we're actually done with that, so we could actually rehide this. And then we're going to go to step 6. We're going to go to the support sheet. So that's actually what you need to do for each individual car, and that's how you can keep it from breaking. And then you have to repeat this process, step 3 and 4, or actually step 2 through 5 here, for every other car that you want to rename. And after this, then we need to go to where it's named here on the individual month tabs. Click on that, and we're going to change that from car pound 1, because this is one of the places that find and replace doesn't change it, and change this to BMW Z4. You want to be careful that when you're doing this, and you got to do it for every single month, which is a pain, but if you want to customize the sheet, this is when I used to actually sell these as customized, I had to do all this, so that's why I actually charge extra for customizing the sheets. But if you've got the time to do it, it costs you a little less then, and costs me less time. So it's going to be BMW Z4 again, and you got to do all this, go all the way through December on this. Car 1, here it is. And one of the things you want to be careful of is if you're cutting and pasting, that you don't get a extra space in between the car name and the month. So if you do that, it will actually break the sheet as well. So do that for each individual car all the way through all the months, and that's most of that changing. Now let's go back to the steps. We're going to go to the support sheet now. If you want to change your locations and customize those, we're going to go to the support sheet here, and when you change the names here, it changes the locations that you choose in the reservation sheet. So these will change here in the pull down menu. So put whatever you want to in there. If you add more, it will add more options. If you have 10 different locations you go to, you can add 10 different locations in the support sheet here, in this column here. And that's that for location. And once you've finished all that, you can rehide the sheets, and you just do that by either right clicking on it or choosing the arrow here, and that will give you a hide sheet, and you can put it away. I'm going to do it one more time. So I'm going to do car number 2, and I'm going to change that. So we're going to, for car 2, I'm going to go to find and replace. Everywhere that it says car 2, I want to replace with BMW 2. All sheets, bind, and replace all. Okay, and show this for 5 minutes again. And we should see it change there. If we go to reservations, we should see it have changed there. BMW 222, Z4, Z4, Z4. won't have changed here because we got to do it one more time. So we're going to do find and replace again. Car number 2, BMW 2. We're going to leave this as, I don't know if I mentioned it, we'll leave this as all sheets up here. Find and replace all, hit OK. And replace it in 12 different places, which is just the 12 months on the cash flow sheet. And hit done. And should see it here. Once again, we broke the sheet, so we need to go up to View, Hidden Sheets. We're going to pull out the Car 2 sheet. It's broken, so there's no reservations listed here. BMW 2. And they all show up. And you can widen this if you want to. You shouldn't actually be looking at this one anyway, so it's fixed. And you need to just change the name here, BMW 2. And then you can hide it again. Hide sheet. And then once again, we'd have to go to all of these here, change them to BMW 2. And a lot of times what I like to do is select all that, Control C to copy, then go to the next one, car number 2, replace it, make sure it doesn't add an extra space in between the month and the 2. Go to the next one, change it, Control V, and it's there. Next month, car 2, select it, Control V, no extra space there, and month to month. So that's getting that sheet taken care of, and we should are on the dashboard. Everything's fixed. The revenue's all complete again, and then you can just do this same thing for each individual car. And like I said, doing the months is the most tedious part of it. The rest of it's relatively easy, but like I said, I didn't want people just trying to change these on their own without knowing exactly all the places you need to change it. So that's how you do it. And thanks for watching, and thanks for purchasing the sheet. You guys have a good time with Turo.